truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Right there, 54 Mike. I got you. Wait,
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings.
He's coming, double up.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Green, triple team. Check nickel.
Winston to throw it this time. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
65. Mike's 54. Oh, try. Easy. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Flip it. Bring it. Green, triple team. Let's go.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marvin Hall, 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. Oh, good move. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gay's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
13. 54 Mike. 54 Mike.
Garoppolo on first down. It's caught by Sanders. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Clock.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Coaching still. 21. All day.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike's 54. Mike. Easy. Flip it. Here we go.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the 21.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That's right, man.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston caught by Jones. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 67 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Mike, here we go. Hey, gun. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 11. 21.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. On first down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. Here we go. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
45. Mike. Hey, Delta.
throw with Garoppolo. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Check. Easy. I got him. Right there. 54. Right there.
From the gun, Winston. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
Here we go.
But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let him know.
Whoosh.
And running with power here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 3rd and long for Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I got this. Hey, Lord. 2.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd